This is Twinfluence. Yes, without the twin. Today, I'm going to talk to you about ChatGPT and how we can become really organized. And then I'm going to show you how we can use ChatGPT with maybe a proposal you created to present at some conference, and then take that, throw it into ChatGPT, and organize yourself so you can create this wonderful presentation. And what's interesting is that I created a presentation and didn't even consider using ChatGPT before I created it in Canva. So let's jump over to ChatGPT and have a little fun. I'm in ChatGPT and I want you to think about like your list of things to do, like all the things that you need to get done in a day, in a week, in a month, maybe your calendar of events. And what I want you to do is you can do this with me. Of course, if you're not driving and listening, you can grab your calendar screenshot and throw it in. Like you can copy, cut, and paste it here. But what I want to do is grab a list of things that, first of all, let me grab the prompt. This is what we're going to do. We're going to grab this prompt. And let's say you have a list of things to do, like organize this chaotic schedule into a clear, structured plan with priorities, deadlines, and realistic time blocks. This is my list of things that I was thinking I would do. Now, this is based on like if you're an entrepreneur, you can do this if you're a teacher. Like, say you have a list of things you need to get done for students, whatever it is you may want to do. So, and this is really messy. It says, call Sarah about mailers, follow up with 3 potential clients. Don't forget names or priorities. Pick up kids from school. Check the time again. I think it's a different time today. Finalize presentation slides for Friday. Like so many things here. Prep for tomorrow's podcast recording, all the things that you might want to do. So now I'm going to say, um, help me. Help me. And let's see what it does. So now it's telling you like what you can do from 8 to noon. And this might be a lot for one day. You can even say, this is a lot for one day, maybe over a week. Even though what I do like about this is that if you stuck to it, it's giving you morning priorities, urgent time sensitive tasks, 8 a.m., 8:15 a.m., critical client work, 9 a.m., 9:15 a.m., and 10. What I really like is it's giving you intervals of time that can help you prep what you're doing for the day. And then there's event prep, 11 a.m. to 11:30. Now it doesn't put lunch in here or anything, but I'm thinking we might just say, I think I need to eat too. Hmm. Consider travel, and we'll just enter that because sometimes ChatGPT is forgetting that we're human. Okay, now it's giving you from 8 to noon again. And I probably would add, maybe where could I write this down? Where could I put this? I would recommend that you create a Google folder. So you could go over to Google and you could say, let me go over to Google, let me create a folder. And now you can say monthly tasks, whatever it is for you. And then within that folder, which let's find it, it's right here, you can create some more folders. You can put January 2025. Then you could put new folder, February 2025. Now, I love me some folders. Now, if you wanted them to be in order, you, first of all, let's make this a list. You might want to, here's a little pro tip. You want February to be the second month, put 2. You want January to be the first month, put 1. So now you have things in order. That's just a tip. You can also color these. I like to color by using the color spectrum, meaning not random colors. So I probably would start from this end and I would say this color, and then I would go in order because it's really appealing, but you don't need to do that. Maybe make this the different color. So you could do that in order. It does look good, but you do what you want to do. Now, then you can go into this folder and say, you know what? I did my list. Here's the priority, day one. You could even put dates in here. You can start the dates. You can tell ChatGPT, start day one on, we'll call day one January 28th, just because I already know that today's, could be the day that, whatever day it is. It could be January 29th. It could be January 30th, whatever it is. Let's see. And even though that day has already passed, let's see if it updated it. See, now we have some dates. So, and it's saying Sunday, this, I'm having a little moment. The year is 2025. Let's actually start with January 30th. What day of the week is that? Because January 28th, I think that's like a Tuesday, right? Because, right. So that's the point. January 30th, okay. Revise. I spelled revise wrong, but it knows. So now it's fixing it. Now you know what it's asking you. Focus on urgent tasks and prep. Lunch break gives you a whole hour. You may not need an hour. You can adjust that. You can grab all of this. Now, I know it's still thinking. It's pretty fast. We get used to quick with Google. This is faster. So now I have all these dates. Day 4, February 2nd, on the weekend. We grab it. We copy, cut, and paste it. We go over to January. We create a Google Doc. We click on the Google Doc. We hit Control V because I hit Control C to copy it. And now, so if I click on this, it's going to give me the first title here. So I would want to name it first task list, and I might start it with the date, which is January 30th, 2025. So now I have a list of things to do. I don't really need this. I already know that. But if you do this and I do this at work, like I organize my week this way, I organize everything that I did, and I actually take a screenshot of what I did using my calendar. I throw it into ChatGPT and then I fill in the holes. So everything that you did in a calendar, and I don't think that I have very many things in my personal calendar here in Google, but if I did, you could go to your Google Calendar. It's pretty empty. Things like that. You can consider that maybe, again, empty, but you could grab this calendar, screenshot it, throw it into ChatGPT and say, write everything that I did this week and then fill in the blank. So that's one tip that I want you to consider. And then you're thinking, well, what else could I do? What else could I do with this? Now I could say, pull out the social media for me. What are some ideas I could create create for Instagram reels and blogs based on the latest in real estate? You could do education if you're a teacher, if you are a medical doctor, maybe you want to start blogging about the latest research, what's happening in orthopedic surgery, whatever that is. You hit enter, and now it's going to just pull out the social media, and here's some, I love this. So now it's saying to me, creating engaging Instagram reels and blog content is powerful, and here are some reels. Home tour insights, before and after transitions, neighborhood spotlights. I like this one. So now what I would do is I could grab this. I'm going to keep it in Google. And so I'm going to let's just grab all of it. Well, no. I'm going to show you a trick. Let's get up here. We're just going to do the social media. And I want to make sure I can see it because it's showing me too much. So let's grab just the social media. Stop. Hit Control C. Command C if you're using a Mac. Come over to January. Now we can update this because it's got a title now. And now I can do a new file and throw it in the same folder. It's going to give me Instagram reel ideas. We know it's January. I have 10 ideas. You can do 10 in that month. Maybe you want to do 30, but 10 in a month, 2 a week sounds like it's doable. Then we'll come back to here and grab the blog content. Grab this, Control C, Command C if you're on a Mac. We just refresh this so you can see it's there. We'll add a new Google Doc. And then if you click up here, it's going to grab the first thing. I'm good with blog content. Now in my January folder, I have things that I could do. What I'm showing you in the list, here's the important thing, is I have all these things in the list, but just because I check the things off on the list doesn't mean I'm doing the list. So now I knew that maybe I need to plan next week's priorities. I can throw that back in there for next week. I could do it for the next month. So I knew I had social media. Let's see. So there's a bunch of different days here. I could come up with a presentation. I can say, pull out specifics that I should do next. What do you think? Like, this is your buddy. This is your thought partner. This is your brainstorming partner, brainstorming buddy. Use ChatGPT to do this because now all I need to do is go grab these things, my blog content or my Instagram reels, and throw it into, I can go into LinkedIn. I can have ChatGPT help me with I can create a blog based on those Instagram reels that I could attach to, like, something that is synchronized, meaning I wrote a blog about it and I did an Instagram reel, something to think about. So let's go back and see if it gave me some ideas on what I could do next. Ooh, it's saying next steps for Instagram, start with a day in the life of a realtor. I don't even know if I like that because it's focusing on what I did here. I'm looking at this part, what I recommend you do next. Reels priority. And again, it's giving me ideas, but I want to stick to the real list, not new ones. So I'm just telling it that, and you can always go back to everything that you've done and you can search it if you can't find it in ChatGPT. So that's pro tip number 1. And pro tip number 2 is let's do a new Instagram, excuse me, a new ChatGPT. And what I want to do, I'm closing this sidebar, by the way, and I want to be able to create a presentation. Now, I actually created a presentation already in Canva. And this presentation, I will show it to you. I did this on it was mathematics. I'm going to see if I can find it. But okay, here it is. So I did this presentation in November. And this, I'm just going to hit edit so you can see it. And this is what I did this from scratch, all of this. And what I'm thinking is, what I want to show you is that this was my proposal. And what I want to do is, let's say you decide that you are going to present somewhere, maybe you're going to be working with a group of people and you need to maybe it's not a full presentation. Maybe I want to be able to grab all this. Maybe it's you just want to do a few slides so you can show clients and you want to have them ready to go. Maybe it's 10 slides. You can have ChatGPT based on whatever it is you're talking about. If you're in real estate, maybe you're talking about new home buying, new buyers or people who have never purchased before. You can throw whatever the state says or whatever your organization uses, so you're specific and you're not changing anything, because I know that you can't really tell one client one thing and another client something different. You have to stay consistent. So if you create a presentation based off that knowledge, you can grab information off the internet. You can whatever it is that is something that you can actually put in ChatGPT, because I know some things might be private. You can take the law, put it in there, and you can talk to your clients and you can create your presentation. So I'm going to grab this. We'll say that it's just information that I know I want to create a presentation on, and I'm going to grab it and I'm going to ChatGPT. I'm going to say, this was my proposal for my presentation. And I'm going to say, give me ideas on how I could organize this in Canva presentations. Also, give me 1 to 2 landscape images that I could use as the first and last page of presentation. Okay. And I'm just going to put in quotes what I did. You don't have to put it in quotes, but I'm trying to get it ChatGPT to know that I'm trying to keep this organized so it can see that it's not part of the prompt. It's the information needed to address the prompt. So it's thinking, wow, okay, check it out. It says the cover slide, subtitle, imagery, use a compelling landscape image, see suggestions below. So you know it's going to make those suggestions below. And then why this matters, session goals. Make sure you have that. Oh my gosh, this might have been really nice if I had done this. I'm kind of intrigued. So I have a proposal that I was accepted for another conference. I'm going to use this to organize me, and I'm going to use it, and then I will maybe do some of my own creativity, but look at how efficient this is. So I can take this now, and would you like assistance in designing this on Canva or creating a specific template for you? I would like assistance in designing in Canva, and remember the images. So now I'm telling it to consider the images. I asked it to create images. So Canva guidance, it's like telling me search Canva for keywords like modern. It's telling you how to search Canva. Oh my gosh. It's telling you what elements to use. It's saying, so what image would you use? Use vibrant background. So in other words, so if you are in Canva, so let's go to Canva. Let's select presentation. It's telling me how to search. It's saying use a clean template. Search Canva keywords like modern education or conference presentation. So this is the design. If I click design, it gives me a bunch of templates. So modern education, let's try it. I like these. Like, look at this. This one is beautiful. It's telling me, oh, I'm so intrigued and excited about this. Okay. So then the other one was just, I don't even need to retype it. I just copy it, throw it in here and see what happens. Yo, like it's given me ideas like conference planning. It's giving you can just click on these and run with them. Let's go back because I actually liked the modern education idea. And there's a few that I like here, and I might change the color scheme, but let's click on this, like the digital one. And because I know that what was accepted was a generative AI one, generating like ChatGPT. And I don't know that I like the colors here, but let's just apply all 15. Okay. So now we go back here, and did it create my images? I don't know. Create landscape images using the proposal. I need at least 2. I think you're forgetting. And it's okay to tell ChatGPT that, because what I wanted to do was think and create these images. Now it didn't say anything. Usually it says, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I didn't do this yet. So now it's actually creating the images for me. There's 2. I would have preferred, landscape. Can you do landscape? This is a really nice image. It is a landscape. It's 2 stuck together. So I could download this. It is mathematical practices. It's math. It's talking all the things. Let me go back to the one that I just did. That is not landscape. It's so not landscape. That is portrait. That's a portrait. we'll let it think and do what it's doing. So if I wanted to, even though I downloaded it, I don't know that I would want it. I could put that one here so I can go to my uploads, go find it in my downloads, grab it, and throw it right here. It's behind here now. I don't know that it goes with the color, but it certainly worked. I don't need the dude here. I can let's say any of my uploaded ones. I'm just going to use this one. I don't need it. Bride Squad does not work, but we're going to go with it. We're going to remove the background. Maybe I could just color that in. Um, but hey, you can see that I can add that as a picture, but again, probably not the right photo, but it's a photo. So I could put myself at the beginning here and I could edit this presentation and then I could go back to this and I would probably have two screens open and I would take all of these things and slowly start to build it. And I've just saved myself so much time and like this is my title. I've already done this presentation. Um, and I do like this. I'm not gonna lie, I do like this presentation, this color, and I might be using it, but I would probably put mathematics. Oh my. Like that would have been it. I would maybe remove this logo and go back here. It gave me some ideas for elements, and I know I'm going fast, but you can slow this down and pause if you choose. But when it gave me the elements at the bottom, it told me, we'll go here. I know it's somewhere in here. It's so it told me the elements. It said, this is what you can search for. So I could search for math standards or math practice and I could do that. So let me just math standards. And then I could do graphics and I could go and find a math graphic, say any one of these. I kind of like this one. It's kind of fun. And I could put it in here and I could make this long. I could make this a different shape, for example. And then I could put my name here. Things that you could consider doing and just manipulate. And you could do this slowly and you know, give yourself a week, be way ahead. You probably could do it in a day. I know some of you are really good at that, but think about what that would look like if you did that. So with that, what I want you to think about is how can you use ChatGPT to get really efficient? Use your calendar, your list of things to do, your daily checklist. Like for example, I get up in the morning. The first thing I do is I make coffee. I typically will work out. And after that, I will do some other things. And well, actually, I even to the pain of it, I will brush my teeth and drink coffee. That's just weird. I know. But so I have this list of things to do and I stick to that checklist. That's different. It's kind of like a pilot. When I first time I learned how to fly a plane, I don't fly now, but my Cessnas, you had to do a checklist, like a pre-flight. You had to walk the plane, you had to touch the plane. You went through all these protocols. Doctors do it. They have to wash their hands a certain way. They need to make sure when they open up a patient, close a patient, they go through the list so they don't forget things. You have a daily checklist. You don't know it, but whatever that routine is, even if it's to turn on the news, you want to make sure you turn on the news every day. You can use it to create a list for you, and then your list of things to do. You can grab your calendar, have a little fun with that. And again, the second thing is that you can use Canva to grab something that you want to present to clients, you want to present to a community, you are speaking, you're teaching a course, you want to create an Instagram reel, have it organize you. Use ChatGPT to organize your life so that you can become efficient. Thank you so much for watching Twinfluence. We will both be back next week so that we can have a conversation about all things ChatGPT, Canva, and the things that we want to know using social media too. Thank you so much for watching.